Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from OnnieSanders.net. Success principles discovered while watching Super Bowl 51. And there were a handful of them. And I'm right now going through Napoleon Hill's book, The Law of Success, as far as, some of the those principles that are used. And again, this goes for anything. Obviously, since I'm talking about this past Super Bowl that this happened, first and foremost, congratulations to the New England Patriots because, it's for somebody who personally has been involved with football since, was 14 years old. I played high school and 4 years in college as well. And currently right now, my 10th season playing semi-pro football. I wrote them out. I'm not going to lie. As soon as Tom Brady had threw the interception for a touchdown, I thought the game was a wrap. Game over. I was like, all right. But being a fan of sport, I continued to watch, even when they were down 28-3. But, there was something in the back of my head. It's something that my coach right now for my team always mentions, for my semi-pro team. He says, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And boy, is that ever the truth in anything in life, if you really sit back and think about it. Talking about the success principles, think about it. The cooperation, for one of them, as far as what the Patriots had showed. When they were down, everybody obviously wrote them out, but they had that belief, that desire. It's another principle, again, from the loss of success that they had. As far as, okay, this is what they wanted. They obviously had the purpose, as far as winning the game. And they just stuck with the game plan. There was no panic or whatsoever. It was just like, okay, let's just go to work. Concentrate on this is the next play. Just going after it. This is the next play. And concentration, by the way. It's another success principle. Again, it's kind of funny going through some of this stuff right now. And it's like, my goodness. It applies for everything in life. Self-control. They didn't, like I just mentioned, they didn't panic when they were down. Some teams, when they were down like that, pretty much can just wither away and just say, forget it, fold. But, again, for a team that's been there so many times, and, hats off to both teams, the New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons, because you're not no scrub when you get to a Super Bowl. I mean, you're the best of the best out of 32 teams. Point blank. Point blank. Doesn't matter how you got there. You got there. And it wasn't because of luck. Some people might say otherwise, but, you got to play 60 minutes in a game, point blank. And both teams did that to get there. The thing is, come to that Super Bowl itself, the Patriots played all 60 minutes, and the Falcons didn't finish. That's the main thing. One thing I remember hearing growing up too while playing is always, it's a full 60 minutes of a game. So for young guys that pay attention to this as well, if you're playing a sport or again anybody in life, especially playing sports, it's not over until it's over. You got to just keep on going on to the next play and just execute. That's all it is. Don't get to a panic when you get down. Just continue just to chip away. Persistence. That's another thing to think about as well. So many different success principles I'm just looking through right now. It's just like, wow. This, again, applies for everything in life. Initiative and leadership. I think all 53 of those guys on the roster for the Patriots had showed that as far as, the initiative, as far as, this is going to make this happen. Obviously, your hat goes off to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. 5 Super Bowls for both those guys. For a quarterback, Tom Brady's in a world of his own. Love him or hate him, is in a world of his own. Same thing with Bill Belichick. In a world of his own. I mean, you now have to start looking at other sports as far as, trying to make comparisons as far as how many championships they've won. It's kind of funny, but again, it comes down to this: the same success principles can be applied to anything in life, and it's just that Super Bowl is just a perfect example of that. Like I said, I'm still scrolling through. It's just, my goodness, it's just some of the stuff mentioned. Self-confidence. Just pretty much concentration. Just little stuff like that. I mean, the list goes on and on, but you get the drift as far as just sticking with it. And it's obviously knowing where you're going. So that's what I wanted to share here as far as, those principles are going to be applied to anything in life, even in a Super Bowl, as we just witnessed. So if you got value for what we shared here, I'd love to read your comments below. I'd like to say this video. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.